What's up, people? I think. Let me just make sure.
But look at my sick layout edit. See, who even needs that when I can make a sick layout edit like that on the fly? Boom.
Okay, that is a pretty good layout. And you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a little bonus because I didn't actually tell anyone I was gonna do this, but I'll put the game in Japanese because why not? It doesn't actually do anything. It just makes the text Japanese and that's it.
Is that black bar at the bottom supposed to be there?
Yes, it's supposed to be there.
Okay. This game's even weirder than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Alright, so I'm locally recording this, and I also got my own splits. But anyway,
right. Just do a countdown whenever.
Yep, so this is Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm going to be doing the neutral story category. We're basically going to be doing a pretty linear pathway. Doing normal missions throughout the whole thing. So you will not be seeing me doing either the hero missions or the dark missions until we get to Lava Shelter. But anyway, with that being said, let's do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So, we're going to be starting off with the usual first stage of Shadow the Hedgehog, which is Westopolis. One of my most hated stages because I've seen it at least 1,000+ times, if not nearly 2,000. But that's not really the reason why I hate it. There's other reasons, but this stage is arguably one of the harder ones for me because the movement's can be a little tricky. Dealing with Shadow's physics is quite a thing to get used to. So with that being said, we're going to be filling up the hero gauge that you see on the top right by doing good deeds, by destroying Black Doom's soldiers, and by possibly healing the hero enemies. The hero enemies in this stage being the gun soldiers. But sometimes we'll actually attack the gun soldiers because they have ammo that we want, and we want to be able to use it to take care of these things quickly. So right now you're just seeing me grabbing these normal weapons. There will be some parts in the game where you will be seeing me grabbing shadow box weapons, which are special weapons you get for completing endings in the game, and all those shadow box weapons will have a power level. And there we go. So what I didn't actually get time to mention at the start was that this run's going to heavily abuse a glitch known as Chaos Control Glitch. The glitch, which is done by pulling out the checkpoint menu and activating Chaos Control within a small frame window, that allows you to basically use Chaos Control infinitely. And it will also freeze the meter and the timer. And with that being said, we're done with Westopolis. It's that quick.
And the game sometimes, right?
Once I find all of the emeralds,
it'll freeze the game sometimes too, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's always a chance the game can crash. That's the risk you take when you play this game. Oh, and yeah, by the way...
0 for 2.
By the way, for those... Yeah, 0 for 2, yep. For those who don't know, I have a brand new FFZ emote that just debuted not too long ago. Actually, it debuted during my Pure Hero session when I went to learn the... my newest category to this game, because I actually was pretty stubborn about learning it. But yeah, BZZT is the newest Shadow emote that I have. Feel free to use it to your heart's content. Also, it's with 2 Z's, not 3. Alright, so coming up, we're going to be doing Glyphic Canyon. This stage used to have a different strat, which involved you running around the stage, shooting everything in sight, then returning and using the heal cannon on 2 respawned gun soldiers. We're going to just be doing the healing first, and then we're going to be using the egg vacuum instead. And this will be significantly faster than the old strat. Not to mention, it gives you much more room for error. Also, this other enemy is really difficult to heal sometimes. Alright, so I need 1250 getting out of this area, in which we got, so we're good. So we'll be able to finish Glyphic Canyon. Also, we're going to be doing something known as a spin dash high jump. It involves spin dashing at a wall and then pressing the jump button at the right moment, and that'll allow you to gain some significant height. And we're going to use Chaos Control to get over here, get on the checkpoint, activate CCG, and we're off to the races. So, what you may have noticed the last stage is that Shadow got randomly stopped by a wall. That's because in certain stages there are events that must take place before you can progress. That being said, like Westopolis, the wall had to explode first before you could progress. In this stage, there's no such thing. It will chaos. I can CCG right to the end. Also, yes, the egg vacuum is a direct reference to Billy Hatcher. So there's a... I do believe this is the... Actually, now that I think about it, I do believe this is the only stage where this is a thing, where you can get Chaos Control glitch all the way to the end in neutral. Every other stage will have a stopping point.
So we got a $13.37 donation from Sewer that says, I will donate an extra $6.66 if the game crashes. Bzz. Forcing it to crash is cheating.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright, so coming up is Prison Island, which will be the introduction for everyone's favorite character, Charmy. So at the start of the level, we're going to go backwards. Because there's a dash ring there. And if we time a speed up on the rail correctly, we can get some extra momentum at the tail end of it. So, Charmy wants us to find top secret discs. Of course, we're not going to be doing any of that. That enemy is being kind of mean. Alright, we're good. 11 is pretty low for ammo, but I think I can make it work. I've made it work with less before, I think, but we'll see. Anyway, I talked over Charmy's best line. Alright, we're good. We're good. We got exactly what we need. Except we grabbed the wrong weapon. So we're going to be using the egg vacuum again. And that's my phone going off. Alright, so if we stand over here by the police barricade, or gun barricade, I guess, to be more accurate, we can actually absorb that worm in the distance. Alright, so something unique about this stage is the goal ring is actually in the middle. So we actually have to cancel out CCG and stop Chaos Control entirely to land by the goal. And another little thing to note, if you land directly within the goal's hitbox after this, it will not actually work. You actually have to move. And the game crashed. There we go. There's your extra donation. There's your extra donation. All for charity, right?
It's literally crashed for every Sonic speed.
Yeah, so yeah, there's the losing streak is still there. So I have to wait for this to boot up. See, I should have ran this on GameCube, because then this would have been infinitely faster, but you know. Yeah, if I ran it in another marathon, maybe this wouldn't happen. But you know, hey, at least the run's dead, so it's fine. Hey, the game knew that it wouldn't allow me to get a new record from a marathon run. It would not allow it, so it had to do something about that.
If you look at it optimistically, you get good RNG for crashing.
Yup. If you really want to, if I need to really be honest, I was only 1.5 seconds behind my PB out of Glyphic Canyon, which is kind of nuts.
Dang right.
But yeah, Prison Island could have definitely worked, but I think I CCG'd or canceled it out a little too late. I have to do it a little earlier.
This place.
And by a little earlier, I mean it's not that much earlier. There are spots where it can almost guarantee crash it. Unfortunately, I think I was in that area where it can do that. Also, nice enemy drop, a nice weapon drop there, but I didn't get the chance to grab it. But it's fine. Also, if you run over a weapon with the saucer, it will automatically switch to it. Fun fact. So now I definitely have more than enough ammo to take care of this part. And once again, I end up with one bullet. Alright, so hopefully this time we don't. That's a good question, Sid. But I don't think Charmy's little brain is ready for it. I don't think he's ready for that kind of talk yet. Anyway, so yeah, we gotta stop it in the middle of the stage. I'm gonna do myself a favor and cancel it right around here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna just have to do that from now on, and during my runs if I ever keep doing them.
I found it.
I haven't actually ran this category seriously in a long time. Idle phase isn't a public FFZ emote. It probably never will be. It's an inside joke meme. It's not something I want outside of it. It's an entirely inside joke. Anyway.
Sewer did actually donate the $6.66, and he said, you're the winner.
Good job,
Congratulations, Shadow the Hedgehog, for winning the extra dollars. Try not to crash, okay? Charmy B.
Alright, so, Sky Troops. Probably one of my least favorite stages now, after
Have I seen it before?
the fact that I've been playing this one way more than almost any other stage aside from Westopolis as of late, because of this one beginning section. Anyway, so we're gonna start off by grabbing the Shadow Rifle, taking these two out, grabbing the Heal Cannon, healing these three, there's one more up here. And then we're gonna turn around again, or for the first time, rather. Take out these two objects. You can take out any of those two and they're fine. Get over here, spin dash, because it's much faster than taking the ramp. The ramp is super slow. So, I'm taking these out in the unoptimal order. Okay, good, that actually worked. Usually I want to take out the big grunt last, which is usually what Zeddy would do and Kirby would do. I don't, because I'm the kind of person that goes in guns ablaze in that room. Those two will take their time with that. Well, they'll be more careful with that. I just go ham in that room, and usually it works for me. Because I mean, I got a sub 50, which is still very good. And thankfully, it's very easy for me to not go into pure hero mode with this stage, because well, the opposite kind of happened where I accidentally did that during a pure hero run where I let Chaos Control Glitch go a little too long. Thank you, Coda. So a neat thing about this part right here is even if you have no meter with for Chaos Control, the game is required to put you in this section over here. Otherwise you would never be able to progress if you activated it. You would just die, and the game doesn't want that, so it very nicely brings you over there. Also, you can just jump and take a death. It doesn't matter. It won't actually occur. But yeah, that's Sky Troops.
You're not getting away from me this time.
You're not getting away from me this time, Doctor.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Alright, so we got 2 stages left. We got Iron Jungle and Lava Shelter. Oh, there is one other thing in between those 2 stages, but I'll leave that as a surprise for now, and most people probably already know what it is. But for those who don't know, Don't worry about it yet. It's nothing special. Also, bad spin dash. Alright, so I used to call this the one-hit kill coming up. I now call it the co-op kill. Because that's the only thing that Omega is useful for right there. Is that one kill right there. He is no longer useful in this stage.
I am stronger than Eggman. Detecting Eggman presence within egg balloon.
So I'm gonna kick this, insta-grab the egg vacuum. Alright, so if you actually jump over those dash panels, or dash pads, whatever you want to call them, it screws with the camera, and it makes that room very stupid to do. And then we just chaos control to the checkpoint, activate CCG, and, well, we're not done yet. We actually have to cancel this out, because the egg blimp that you see in the mission, yeah, we actually can't progress past it. We have to go underneath it.
That's the entrance to the doctor's
So,
place.
if I was to continuously activate chaos control while I was at the same height as the egg blimp, it would
Now,
keep canceling
Doctor,
it
you
out.
will tell me everything.
So, as long as I get underneath the blimp, I can continue. Also, that on my own splits, that's a gold split, by the way. So that's a new one, I think. Or maybe it's a recurring one, because I don't save my golds. Alright, here's the surprise.
This is what you get for
Don't blink, you might miss it.
Oh, you asked for it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Time to crush you. Next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. Just you wait and see.
There we go, 5. Easy. Every time.
An android.
If
Me?
you didn't know
I don't believe
that you could do that before, you know it now. I wonder how many people were actually stuck on that boss fight, not knowing that you could do that. It's kind of a boss, I think. It's something. Who knows? Alright, so coming up is Lava Shelter. This is a personal favorite. I did ILs for this for like several straight hours at one point. Got probably one of my best PBs, and then, of course, I beat it easily later on.
I'll make you wish you
So if you spin dash along the rail,
using
which you'll see me do at least two other times.
toward other rails. While
Oops,
doing
I didn't mean to do that.
pressing the X button will make me do a 180 to gain a burst of speed.
You can get some unintended speed. It removes the speed cap, if I remember correctly. Until you hit a dash ring, which will reset his max speed. Which, of course, is slower, because, you know, that is their typical dash pad shenanigans. So I'm going to spin dash over the fence over here, and then take out these two. These two are the worst enemies in the game. These two are not. And if we spin dash along here, I'm going to take it safe, go on the second platform, not the third one, because I've died on the third one before. Also, if you light dash on those rings, there is a chance that you can zip down and die, because the floor wouldn't be loaded yet. I have done that at least once. At least. And my first ever occurrence with that is on YouTube. What doesn't show up kills you, is what I think I called it. Now, if I remember last time, I believe I did the old school lava shelter strats at the end. I'm not going to do that this time. So we're going straight for the goal ring.
Don't you touch it.
The old school strats are basically you go around the goal ring, go to that checkpoint, and then start taking deaths until you have
At
0
last,
lives.
I'll hear the truth from you.
When you have 0 lives and you go into Egg Dealer, the boss will attack itself during the initial hit. So during the very first hit, if you have more than 1 life, the boss will attack you, but if you have 0 lives, the boss will attack itself.
I'll turn both of you
because
into
that's
scraps
just,
with my
for some
latest
reason,
and greatest invention.
I call it the pity system. So, we're not taking the pity system this time. We're just going all in.
Get ready for a real one.
So I want Shadow Fever or Rings. And I got bombs instead, so I have to hit all three.
No, don't drop them here.
That's unfortunate, but we can still make it work. I'm gonna try and get the jump up here. Alright. Okay, so we got rings. Now I want to spin dash to the center. And I want to hang on around here. Just move the camera along with Egg Dealer. And if I get over here, we grab the weapon and we can still actually hit his slots. And we get rings, so yeah, no good time on this stage, unfortunately. But next one's guaranteed Shadow Fever, so there is that. And we're gonna position him right over here, so that way we actually get a clear pathway to hit him. So you want to jump, and then just open fire. Time's coming up, by the way. Time.
No, this can't be.
Well.
Alright.
Sorry,
1946.
Doctor, but this
1946?
is the end for you.
Nice.
That's what I had at least.
Not bad with a crash. Not bad at all.
Perfect.
That's actually pretty good with the crash. That crash cost 3 minutes at least. So,
Would it have PV'd without the crash?
no. But it would have been a 1646 otherwise, at least. It would have been at least a 16-something without the crash. So that's still very, very good overall.
Finally, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds.
No silly deaths, no
You repay me.
absolutely major mistakes.
Shadow Android, the ultimate battle
that I
life
can
form
think of.
created by Eggman. You may have created me, Doctor,
So-
but I will now lead this.
But do we have
empire,
time
and
to
androids
show off
will
anything
rule.
else, or are we gonna move on to the
This
next
is who
one?
I am.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Target acquired.
I'm just gonna let this cutscene play, and then we'll skip to the fun thing.
What?
Goodbye, Doctor.
And he's dead. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna show off one stage because I actually don't get a chance to show this off very often. Zeddy, if he might show off a. I don't know. He knows more. He knows more glitches than I do, but I know this one stage in particular that's very fun to run. It's called Lethal Highway, and I'm gonna be doing the hero mission. And if you notice here, the hero mission that I have is with a time of 8 seconds. Yeah, there's a reason for that, but I probably won't get exactly that. I'll probably get somewhere on the realm of 27 or something like that. But this stage is one of the few stages that have this special tank enemy, and they seem to have a very special property that will involve your life count. So what you're gonna see me do is you're gonna see me grabbing a certain amount of ammo, shooting at this tank, and then taking a death. And I'll explain why once one specific change occurs.
Damn, not here.
So we're gonna take a death and just restart this. So far, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Also, if you also notice, we did skip the Sonic cutscene because we're going so fast. Ouch. It's unfortunate. Alright, he's booking it a little bit.
Damn, not here.
Alright, so
I just gotta keep moving.
one more set of ammo and you'll notice the change. And then I'll explain exactly why it's... I don't know why it's happening. Zeddy could probably explain it. But I can explain what is going on. All right, so now, yeah, now it should be switching to the green shield. There we go. Now, how many lives do we have? 3? Okay. So you notice the shield from blue to green, right? The damage carries over between lives. So I'm literally destroying this tank little by little while taking deaths because the death count does not matter. Because the damage will continuously carry over. The only time it actually resets is if you go to pause and then restart the stage. That's when it resets the tank damage. So if you don't reset, you die instead, it keeps going. So this one I need 17 bullets or something. I'm gonna go with 16 actually, just to be safe. Yeah, so we have 1 life left. I'm gonna go with 16. All right, there we go.
Damn, not here. I just gotta keep moving.
So now if we get over here. Oh, we get to talk to Sonic. Well,
Looks like the black creatures have turned tail.
there we go.
Let's follow their
Well, I
vehicle
did say
and
it was going to
finish
be
what
a
we
time that wasn't 8, but there you go. So, yeah, we finished this mission in technically 12 seconds.
I won't allow them to do what they want to.
So there you go. There's your free IL. That one's probably one of the easier ones to actually learn and do.
Perfect.
Actually, if I did take that extra bullet, it probably would have it probably could have given me an 8, but I wanted to be safe, just be sure. So, yeah. Actually, the task for this run, the task for this IL, involves you light dashing those rings at the start, and then, hitting them. Also, my game crashed again. Good way to end it, I guess. All right, thanks for
Nice.
having me. Thanks for having me, Paulie. And shout-outs to
No
Paulie
problem.
for organizing this. Shout-outs to the runners for putting on such a great show. I was very entertained. And we have one more runner. Well, that isn't Paulie, of course, because Paulie's going to be having his own little...
Death stream.
Yes. Yes, everyone got revenge on Paulie by donating $2,000, so now we have to do SA2B All Stories and SADX All Stories. But yeah, Blazin' Zeddy has a run known as Choose Your Own Adventure % and depending on what got donated, the pathways are not going to be what you would expect. Now, I don't know if anyone ever donated for it, but I think Taz mentioned
We're
it
doing
earlier.
we're doing polls instead of
Oh, okay.
donations.
Oh, okay, that works. But yeah, I do hope that whatever path got chosen, lost. Oh, I'm almost.
No, we're not. We're doing the way it's gonna work is every stage there's gonna be a straw poll, and he won't actually know what stage he's. Yeah, so it's gonna be like kind of a
Okay.
ongoing thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
Well, I hope Lost Impact gets featured. We'll see though. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching this, y'all. Enjoy the rest of Sonic Speed. Woohoo! All right, peace.